is Mandy Sellers. Mandy was born with a rare genetic mutation that caused her legs and feet to grow faster than the rest of her body. It's known as PROS, short for PIK3CA-related overgrowth spectrum. The PIK3CA gene plays an important role in regulating the growth and division of cells. As the first patient discovered with this ultra-rare condition, Mandy's a bit of a celebrity.
To me, it's unbelievable that you actually have found it, kind of lost for words, really.
After her birth, doctors monitored her condition for a few weeks. They weren't sure if she would survive.
They didn't expect me to live beyond 2 weeks.
But Mandy persevered. Growing up, Mandy's large legs didn't hold her back. In her college years, she studied art and graphic design, but as her confidence and independence grew, so did her legs. Although it became more challenging for her to walk, Mandy still went on to earn a degree in psychology and had hopes of becoming a counselor. 2 years into her studies, though, her health started to deteriorate. She experienced deep vein thrombosis, a type of blood clot deep in the veins that left her paralyzed for 6 weeks. Eventually, her condition improved and she had to learn to walk again. After a long struggle, she was back on her feet. Years later, at 35, she had an even bigger health scare. A life-threatening infection in her left leg.
If I don't come through, what will happen? Will my mum and dad be alright? Will Sue be alright? And I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Surgeons had to amputate Mandy's leg from her left knee, but even that hasn't held her back from her work or from having fun with her friends.
That's why you get in front. Right. Yay!
Oh, yes.
In 2016, she founded a support group and charity called Go PI3Ks for people like her suffering from PROS.
Hi everyone, it's Mandy here from the Go Pigs charity.
Mandy's work has brought PROS into the limelight, propelling much-needed scientific research and awareness for this ultra-rare condition. But she's not the only woman who won't let her setbacks get in the way of her dreams. This is Your Body On, The Most Unique Women, Part 3. Kate Foster. This is Kate, a gymnast extraordinaire who has conquered the bar, the beam, and leukemia. Leukemia is the most common cancer affecting kids under 15. It affects the body's blood-forming tissues, including your bone marrow and lymphatic system. For the first 11 years of Kate's life, she was a happy kid, practicing 25 hours a week at the gym. She tumbled and twisted throughout her childhood, but then she began to feel ill. As Kate puts it, I just felt terrible all the time. I was tired and I got a bunch of bruises. Then I started getting staph infections. That's when we were like, yeah, something's wrong here. A blood test revealed that Kate had acute myeloid leukemia.
We couldn't believe that our daughter had leukemia.
Her life was in imminent danger and she needed chemotherapy fast. During her first hospital stay, she suffered a gangrene infection in her leg.
All of a sudden, we went from cancer patient to she was on life support for 3 days.
While doctors took care of it, she got another infection in the same leg, this time in her knee joint.
He said, you need to get your family here immediately. This is a serious condition. She might not make it.
At this point, Kate was on her 3rd round of chemo and was expected to have a bone marrow transplant. But the infection worsened. Doctors had bad news for her.
The day before my bone marrow transplant, they found another infection in my knee joint. And that was when they finally said, we have to amputate.
Kate was devastated.
At that point, she started crying and she said, what about gymnastics?
At first, she refused to have it done.
And I actually told them no, that they were not going to take off my leg.
But eventually, she had to go through with it.
It was either my leg or my life.
Her dream of becoming a professional gymnast seemed unlikely at this point. But her coach changed her mind.
Denise came and she told me that she had never taught a one-legged gymnast before, but she was willing to try if I was. And that really made a world of difference to me.
By her 13th birthday, Kate was back tumbling in the air, doing what she loves. Using a prosthetic leg, Kate competes with non-disabled gymnasts on the bar and the beam. But now, she's tackling a new challenge. I'd like to be a doctor when I grow up, she said. Inspired by the people who saved her life, She wants to do the same for others. Jessica Cox.
My name is Jessica Cox, and I'm a motivational speaker who's spoken all over the world, but most people know me as the first armless pilot.
She was born with phocomelia syndrome, a rare congenital disability that can lead to very short or missing limbs.
Growing up without arms was very hard at times. Kids would stare, kids would make fun of me, they'd single me out, they would tell me things like, you can't do that. As an adult now, I practice Taekwondo as a 4th degree black belt, fly airplanes as a sport pilot, and I also have my own business as a speaker, so I am a businesswoman who has to work every single day to run a business as a motivational speaker. My daily life is as normal as it is to anyone else, but obviously I live it without arms. So for me, things do take a little bit longer. I use tools, dressing tools, to help me get dressed. I have my breakfast in the morning, I use the fork between my toes to stab my omelet, and I use everything with my feet in the same way people use their hands. Being a pilot was the most difficult thing for me because of what's involved to fly a plane. When you become a pilot, you understand that your life is in your own hands, or for me, life is in my own feet. So the moment I take to the skies in a plane, I immediately turn into Super Jessica, and I'm being completely alert, 110%. And that for me is pretty draining, but it is so incredibly freeing and empowering to be in the sky, to be limitless. Right now we are doing something pretty incredible. We're trying to build the first airplane in aviation history that can be flown with feet. And when it's finished, it's going to be exciting to be able to share this with others who have disabilities, to inspire them through aviation. I recognize the importance of getting the message out there that disability doesn't mean inability. My profession as a motivational speaker has evolved over the past 18 years. It's taken me to 28 countries around the world, and it has been such a privilege and such an honor to be able to be an example to anyone that they can accomplish their dreams no matter their challenges, because everyone has some kind of challenge that they're faced with. My very difference, it became a blessing as an adult, and it became a gift for me. My mission in life is to live life to the fullest and to help empower others along the way to do the same.
Jessica is now working with engineers to build the first airplane designed to be controlled with your feet. Her soaring accomplishments are larger than life, but no small feat goes unnoticed, especially for the next extraordinary woman on our list. This is Jody Amge, the Guinness World Record holder for the world's smallest woman. Standing at a mere 62.8 centimeters and weighing only 5 kilograms, this 29-year-old woman buys her clothes in the infant section. Finding adult clothes in her size is just one of Jody's many struggles. Hailing from Nagpur, India, Jody was born with primordial dwarfism, an extremely rare genetic condition that's estimated to have no more than 100 cases in the United States and Canada. Jody realized she was different when her friends started to outgrow her. When I could see the kids around me getting bigger and when I wasn't able to participate in the things they were doing, it made me really sad. But rather than sulk about her setbacks, Jody decided to make the most of her life. She earned herself a master's degree in English and has taken extensive acting and dancing classes. Her dream paid off when she landed a role in the popular TV series American Horror Story in 2014. Since then, she's moved to the United States, but not just for acting. Due to her weakened bones, Jody has endured walking on 2 fractured legs for over a decade. Jody moved to the US hoping to find a surgeon to help her, but her small stature poses a significant risk.
Usually these things never seem to get better on their own. It can only get worse. So you are worried that because the bones have never healed, she can have very significant damage that may not be repairable because she's so small.
No doctor can guarantee that my leg can heal, and I'm actually comfortable with where I am in life and who I am, as opposed to taking chances. While she may not be taking chances on her surgery, pursuing her acting dreams was worth the risk. I hope when people see me, they take the perspective that it's worth taking a risk in life. While Jody's a star on the small screen, this incredible woman has taken the world by storm on TikTok. We'll learn how Paula Soho has turned her Crohn's disease into a fashionable business on another episode of Your Body On.